In this video, you probably guessed it, I'm going to talk about essential tools and software that you need to start a successful online bookkeeping business. My name is Zach Pasquarello, and I teach you how to start an online bookkeeping business in less than 30 days with no experience. I know exactly how to do it because I did it 3 years ago. My whole goal with creating these videos is to teach you everything that I know so that you can fast track to success and avoid all of the mistakes that I made. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm posting new videos like this every single day. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment in the video. I would love to hear from you. And finally, if you need help, if you want a mentor, if you need coaching, there's a link in the description of this video. You can schedule a one-on-one meeting with me. I would be more than happy to work with you. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So first of all, tools. What tools do you need to start a bookkeeping business? That is why this business is so great, because it's so super simple. Literally all you need is a laptop, an internet connection, and a cell phone. Most everybody already has a phone and internet. You might not have a laptop, but the good news is you can go to Amazon right now and buy a laptop for $300, and you don't need a fancy laptop. You're not playing video games. You're probably not editing videos. You're not doing crazy things on your laptop. You just need to be able to access the internet, and you need to be able to use Microsoft Excel. If you already have a Mac, you might be able to use Google Sheets, but I recommend at least getting Microsoft Office because you will need Microsoft Excel. So get a laptop from Amazon, $300, keep it cheap in the beginning. And then once your business grows, you can get a more expensive laptop. Internet, you probably already have internet, but if you don't, you can go to a local coffee shop and get internet. And then finally, the phone. So you don't need to get a separate business phone. I use my personal phone for my bookkeeping business. It is just fine. I get a couple spam calls a day, but it's not a big deal. If you really want to get a phone, you can, but you don't need to spend extra money on a separate phone. So this is literally all you need to get started with your bookkeeping business. So incredibly simple and cheap. Okay, now let's talk about the specific software that I use. I already mentioned that I use Microsoft Excel. I use Excel for a ton of different things, and you can get probably a free trial somewhere, or you can pay for it. I don't pay for my Microsoft Excel because I'm also a student, so I get Microsoft Excel for free, and I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure it's not too expensive, but you definitely need it. And I use Microsoft Excel for exporting reports from banks, credit cards, and QuickBooks. But not only that, I also use it to track my work that I'm doing for my clients. So I have two main Excel spreadsheets that I use. I have a weekly tracker. It has every single client that I have, and it has the day that I do their bookkeeping. And so, for example, if I'm doing your bookkeeping on Friday, I'll have your name, and then I'll have the date that I'm doing your bookkeeping, and I just kind of check off on my list, like, did I do their bookkeeping? Yes, okay. That way I know that I've serviced all of my clients every single week. It's just a super simple Excel spreadsheet that I made on my own. And then second, I have a spreadsheet for monthly reconciliation. So I have everybody listed on an Excel spreadsheet for every single month. And then I just say, I have 3 columns. Did I categorize their transactions? Did I reconcile their accounts? And did I send them their profit and loss? And that enables me to keep track of every client every single month. I didn't have it in the beginning when I only had 5 clients. Not a big deal, but I have almost 45 clients now, so I need to keep track. I don't have fancy software to keep track of my clients. I really don't think you need fancy software. You can seriously get away with just using an Excel spreadsheet. Just have all of your clients listed for every single month, and then just check off as you finish those particular tasks. So I have G Suite, which is Google Suite, and it's a Gmail account. So I have my website, I have my domain name, and I have my email address, and I run it through Google, and they charge me $6 a month basically to use their software for email. I highly recommend it. If you like Google, if you like Gmail, you can get it for $6 a month, and you can use all of their features for your email and for Google Drive. You can connect your domain name to your Gmail account. That way you have it all right there. And then I got an extension called Right Inbox, and it's an extension for my Gmail account. It costs $8 a month. It's so useful because it allows me to send recurring emails. So if you have a fancy CRM software, you might be able to do all of this inside your CRM software. I don't have any CRM software. So I use Right Inbox, and it enables me to send recurring emails, and that is so helpful because, like I said, I have 45 clients. So every single month, I have a recurring email send out to my clients reminding them, hey, please send me your bank statements. And some clients I even email weekly. For example, I pay one of my clients' truck driver every single week. So I have a recurring email going out to him every Monday saying, hey, please let me know how much you want me to pay your driver. And then also some clients send me their payroll reports every single week. So I have a reminder, a recurring email going out to them every single Monday saying, hey, please send me your payroll reports from the week before. So I use Right Inbox. You can Google it. You can get the extension for your G Suite Gmail account so that you can send recurring emails. Super, super helpful. Saves you a ton of time for only $8 a month. Okay, more software, HostGator. I use them to host my domain for my website. They charge $4 a month, super cheap, but you need to get a domain for your website. You need to host it somewhere. You can also use like GoDaddy or Bluehost, but I use HostGator. You can use anybody, it doesn't matter. I use Squarespace for my website. They charge $35 a month. It's a little bit more expensive because I have some additional features for my website. I know you can get a website for cheaper than $35, but I sell digital downloads on my store. If you haven't checked it out already, go to harrisburgbookkeeping.com/store, and I have a ton of cool digital downloads for you to download. So I charge a little bit more for my website. I use Acuity Schedule, and they integrate perfectly with my website at Squarespace, and you gotta get Acuity Schedule. This way, I can send you a link if you want to schedule a meeting. Like if you go to my website right now, under the scheduling tab, you can see my schedule is right on there, and you can actually schedule a meeting with me, and you can pay for the meeting all through Acuity Schedule. They charge $16 a month. Totally worth it. That way, if you have a client who wants to set up a meeting with you, all you do is you send them a link to your schedule and they can schedule a meeting directly through that link. This has saved me so much time. It makes it so much more efficient to plan your meetings. You got to get Acuity Schedule. And I just want to say I am not sponsored or endorsed by any of these companies. This is just purely based on my own experience. I'm not getting paid to tell you guys about any of these companies. This is just purely the software and the tools that I personally use for my bookkeeping business. Okay, Microsoft, I use their OneDrive on my computer as cloud storage. So everything physically on my computer is backed up to my Microsoft OneDrive, and they charge $2 a month. It gives you peace of mind in case you lose your laptop or it gets damaged or destroyed. You have all of your files backed up to your cloud. I use PandaDoc to digitally and electronically deliver and sign documents. So every time I onboard a new client, I send them a client agreement, and I use PandaDoc. It's a little bit pricey, $20 a month, but it's so efficient and so good and so professional looking to send your agreements to your clients so that they can digitally sign them. QuickBooks, obviously, it costs you $0 if you get the accountant version. So you're gonna need QuickBooks, obviously, QuickBooks Online to have a bookkeeping business. But the best news is it's completely free. Okay, so these are some extra softwares that you don't necessarily need. Canva, you can create a free account, canva.com, or you can pay $13 to get the Premier account. This will enable you to edit images and create infographics and flyers and presentations. I do all of my social media marketing content through Canva, and also all of my YouTube thumbnails I create with Canva. Super helpful. Email marketing. So through my Squarespace website account, I'm able to have an email marketing software. I don't fully understand it. This is something new. It costs $72 a month. I'm able to send out like 25,000 mass emails to my subscribers through Squarespace. You definitely don't need this right now, especially if you don't have a ton of email addresses that you send marketing content to. And it's pretty pricey. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it, but it is an option if you get a long list of email addresses that you want to send out mass marketing emails to. Check out Squarespace and their email marketing. And then finally, I use Adobe to edit all of these videos, and I use Adobe sometimes to edit my short videos. They charge $35 a month. If you're not creating videos, you don't need Adobe, but it's something extra. And then finally, I forgot to create a slide for this, but Stripe.com I use as my payment processor. You will need to use some type of payment processor if you want to accept credit cards and debit cards. They charge 3% for every transaction. So I just build in that credit card processing fee into every invoice. And the coolest part, you can set up recurring automatic payments. So with a bookkeeping business, you have monthly subscriptions. So if I'm charging you $300 a month, I can automatically charge your credit card every single month for $300. That's all the tools and software I've been using. I've got 45 clients. I'm making $13,000 of revenue. You really don't need to waste a ton of money on extra tools and software if it's not adding any value. So check out all these tools and software that I just recommended. If you have any other recommendations, I'd love to hear from you in the comments.